Alright, we good? Alright, where to leave off? Okay, one of these is a trap, the other one is also kind of a trap, but it at least tell you what's it. Hi, Black Charmeleon, how's it going? You doing good, buddy? That's my AC loadout at the moment. I believe it's Karasawa and Moonlight. Yep. Alright, and that's it. That may not be enough ammo for this mission, but it's worth a shot. This mission is extremely dangerous. A problem has occurred at one of the ruins from the old generation. Oh, nice, Black Charmeleon. I debated playing Minecraft too, but I already had my PlayStation 1 set up here, so I was lazy and went with that. This mission is extremely dangerous. It occurred in one of the ruins from the old generation, namely a military facility. This facility was used to develop chemical weapons, and it seems that someone has secretly entered and tampered with the control panels. It is now full of some kind of gas. The gas corrodes metal, so naturally your AC will take damage. Unluckily, all the equipment within the base is resistant to the gas, so the defense mechanisms are operating. Of the 5 control panels, only one appears to be working. Even so, just destroy all of them. We will provide the detonation devices. Just plant them on all 5 panels. When you are finished, get out of the base immediately. If you dawdle, that's a fun word. Dawdle within the facility, your AC will suffer dangerous level damage. Be careful. How do they know this? Why is the Raven's Nest the ones contracting me to do this? And why haven't they blown this up beforehand?
Engaging combat mode.
To avoid the problem in the first place. Just a lot of questions. Anyway, best bet is simply to use speed to avoid getting stuck in there as long as possible. You can tell that you're in the corrosive area because it's purple. Deep, dark purple. The color of evil. And there's a little debris wall around here somewhere. I'm gonna say it's this one. There's a breakable section of wall around here somewhere. I just need to remember what it is. Oh, you know what? It was back here. Luckily my map has a cheat mode. And it is right here. There we go. That leads to one section. Oh, right. Duh. I need to break the other wall, too. There we go. And these kind of gray doors we're looking for, because they lead into the chambers with the control panel.
Detonation device planted. 4 remaining.
Oh, there's another one right there.
Detonation device planted.
These guys are actually pretty resistant to lasers, so I'm actually going to ignore them if I can. Yeah, I don't like doing dishes myself, but, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, that's the exit. I swear there was more over here. Guess not. Yeah, well, good luck with the dishes. Guess it is over there. Hi, Cassie. How's it going? Ooh, who'd you run? Yeah, it took me a while to get one strong enough to get past the semifinals. You'll get it eventually, though.
Detonation device planted.
Okay, by my count, that means I should have 2 left. You know what? I bet this is the exit, so let's just keep going. And, might have to redo this mission. Yeah, this is the exit. Oh, no, wait, there's one right there.
Detonation device planted. Two there. Yeah, there's one more. I bet it's... where could it have been? Oh, you know, I bet it was over there. Okay. What's the quickest way over there? Back down there, over there, down there. Probably don't have the armor. I probably don't have the health to do it, but let's give it a shot.
take a right. This to the right again. Oh, used up all my energy. That's gonna suck. There's another one already. There we go. Okay, yeah, it was down this way.
All bombs have been planted. Leave area immediately.
Now, can I survive all the way back out? I do not know. Probably not. I'm probably going to be kicked apart by all these things. Yeah, I am just going to start over. I think this is one of those missions that automatically game overs you if you fail it, though, so we'll just see. Which means we should see a little cutscene. No, I guess not. Okay. They still want me to do the mission, though, I bet. Yes, indeed, and there's even some extra missions. Okay. Well, we're gonna load again. And actually, since I have so much money at this point, I am just going to procure the 1,000-round machine gun and do that, and that should allow me to destroy those little things fairly quickly, and still have plenty of ammo to get the rest of the job done. Huh. Well, I hope it gets there soon, Cassie. Sometimes those things take time, though. So don't panic just yet. Are there any more optional parts I could use? Nope, okay. We'll keep going then. Okay. The vet or the cat?
Main system engaging combat
Now,
mode.
let's try this again. Pretty sure there's some down this way, too. Right, that's right. That was the problem you were having. Guess there was nothing over there.
Detonation device planted. 4 remaining. Detonation device planted.
Yeah, I have a cat that my cat knows that too, but we never fixed her. So yeah, she's just yeah, she's just like that.
Detonation device
Alright,
planted.
that's 3 of 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Detonation device planted.
You did mention Cassie. Was yours? Yeah, I think it was. You mentioned you were getting it. Oh, it looks like my Wi-Fi's acting up. Not my Wi-Fi, my modem's acting up. Give it a sec. We good? Internet dropped for a moment there. I had a Scarlet moment. We still good? Okay. Alright, my internet dropped for a moment there and I was concerned. Alright, that leaves out there. That means the last one is way over there.
Yeah, it usually does the trick. You know, that was like the first time I think that was more than the first time the internet, you know, flat out. No, I think it was the second time, but the first time it was before stream.
All bombs have been planted. Leave area immediately.
Alright, now what's the nearest exit? Would be the one I was just about to go out. Right? Let's head out. We'll wait until we get to Armor Core for answer. Run away! Run away!
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
Alright, actually still made some money. Oh, I bet they paid me for blowing up the mechs, the little MT, little drone mechs things. That mission was still weird, though, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we got two interesting ones here. Someone has entered our lab and destroyed a test vat. The lab is now overflowing with biological weapons. The worst problem is the queen organisms are able to reproduce. Upon leaving the test vat, the cell tissue becomes activated and begins reproducing in no time. If it has already begun reproducing, there may be an overwhelming number of them. If so, they are certain to try to break open the outside wall sooner or later and escape to the outside. We can deal with the small types later, but so your target is only the 4 queen organisms. Be sure to bring down all the beasts. Or we go to space. We want you to break into the space station Cade, owned by Murakumo. Your goal is to destroy their new catapult. The space station has been unmanned since the Great Destruction and was left in orbit. Murakumo has made secret modifications, turning it into a space base. We discovered that Murakumo sent a large amount of material to the space station, and the catapult appears to be used to send the material elsewhere. We still don't know what they are up to, but still, it is in space. It may be too late if we wait until the full story is known. Your space shuttle is ready. Go to the space station ASAP. We are counting on you. Alright, so we either go to space or we go squash some bugs. What are we doing? Space! Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards space, too. First, we're going to save, and I'm going to overwrite this weird named one, because I don't know where it's from. Alright, it looks like everyone wants to go to space. Alright, let's go to space, then. Alright, Cade. Space Station Cade. Forces unknown. Conditions for access to destroy the catapult facility. And by space, I just mean, like, It's another interior shot. We're not actually in space, but we're like inside a space station.
Main system engaging combat
It's really big
mode.
enough for giant robots.
Intruders found in facility. Security personnel, move to intercept.
Well, that didn't take long. I wonder what was their first hint, the giant robot or the space shuttle attaching to them, or, you know, you'd imagine they would have caught it sooner. Oh, I guess there is like a window that lets you look out into space. It's not super detailed because, you know, it says, like, you know, kind of old. You know, the game's old, but, hey, just kind of explore a little bit. Find some
Gate check.
dead end.
Cannot unlock gate.
And just keep wandering about until you get told something, until something updates.
Gate check. Cannot unlock
I
gate.
guess that was the area's a dead end.
Emergency call received. Opening emergency channel.
Shuttle speaking. Emergency. A Murakumo battleship is approaching. Halt operations. You have 3 minutes. Return immediately. I repeat, return immediately.
Combat target changed. Countdown initiated.
I want to say they actually lock the doors behind you, so now it becomes a escape mission. Luckily, we're pretty darn quick, so we just kind of exit out here.
Target of operation cleared.
Kind of anticlimactic, but
Systems
there's a much more
switched to
epic
normal
one that
mode.
takes place later. So don't you worry, folks. Yes, there's a few hidden parts in some missions. This was not one of them, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. I guess we have to kill the bugs now. Okay, we'll need more ammo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invest in some in a new loadout. Get these. Invest in some back weapons. That's a good one. You know, I'm feeling like I want a fun time. Let's see if this will fit. And the quads now, because of the Karazawa's fin, we actually can't equip it with on quads. So I'm gonna equip that instead, and then we're just going to put that on there. You know, because funny, no, I'm gonna put that there instead. And pop. Let's see if I can fit this thing. I can. Okay, so grenade launcher. Funny thing about armor core, about PlayStation 1 armor cores, explosions are way too big. So this is a room clear pretty much. All right, let's save real quick. But yeah, Cassie, like in Armor Core 6 where they had those chests, there's just parts just lying around throughout the missions. Alright. Someone has entered our lab, destroyed the test vat. The lab is now overflowing with biological weapons. Why you had those in there, I don't know, but you know, I guess we all need a hobby. The worst problem is the Queen. Upon leaving the test vat, the cell issue, pretty much things just, you know, kind of like mitosis, I think it's called, when they, you know, like they just kind of, yeah. Anyway, yeah, just go in and kill the big pink ones. Ignore all the others if you want, but I'm not because I'm fun.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Raven, don't worry about the small ones. Aim for the big ones that are able to reproduce.
And this map is kind of a maze, so this might take a bit. Also, compared to Armor Core 6, a lot of the older Armor Cores had these kind of like, you know, were more maze-like, a lot of indoor levels with winding corridors and stuff. Probably just, you know, because of the limitations of the hardware they were working with. Anyway, on the center one. Oh, there's one of the targets. And now we just test this out. Huh, thicker than I was imagining it being. But as you can see, it cleared the whole room. And there's even bigger explosions in the next game, believe it or not. Anyway. It's back to where we started, and we could actually continue down this way. Yeah, well, they told you what you were up against at the very beginning, so, you know. Yeah, anyway, that's one of the... That's boss... That's target 1 of 4. Alright, so that's just kind of a dead end there. There's the other one. Well, Cassie, I think the reason that they're calling on a mercenary and a giant robot is because all the coworkers got eaten by these things, so... I think we're a little past simply getting the fly swatter. It's not the flood, but it's, you know, definitely not an ideal situation to be in.
One of the big ones might be over there. Be careful.
Okay, thanks for stating the obvious. I mean, I've already killed half of them. And the chain gun is simply a giant machine gun. Or a slightly bigger machine gun. Doesn't carry all that much ammo, but boy does it pack a punch. That was 2. Alright, that was 3. And there's 4.
Target of operation cleared.
There we go.
System switched to normal mode.
And they'll send some MTs to clear out the rest of the swarm, but there we go. This is the mission I was talking about. It's an epic battle for said space station. Now, what kind of weight class do I want to go with? Thing is, it's all kind of close quarters. Alright, so we're definitely going to save before this. Yeah, there's going to be some beefier MTs and AC and light AC mini bosses. You'll have friendly MTs in some areas. You have to kind of navigate your way through the facility. Good stuff. Good stuff. Actually, let's just do it with our current loadout. Oh, what's my rank currently? Still 2. We have decided to carry out an operation intended to occupy the Murakumo's base activities, the space station Cade. Since our single ship attack failed the other day, the pace of the Murakumo's activities in space have picked up extraordinarily. Large amounts of material have been carried off to space, and Cade is rapidly becoming a fortress. If we leave this as is, it will only become more difficult to act later. Our first division in these dinky little MTs has already begun fighting. Your mission is to support the invasion troops, bring material to the supply vehicles engaged in combat. The enemy forces are more numerous than expected, and the supply material may not be in time. Place the material in the catapult. Capture the catapult and pass the material on to the supply corps. Murakumo is planning something in space. We must stop them before it is too late.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Raven, our troops have already begun fighting inside. Move in while supporting them.
Gate check.
Of course, they still lock the
Cannot
gates in the middle
unlock
of a battle. That one's dead. That one's dead. This is where, like, the supply vehicle is. Oh, I did not want to do that. Almost just stabbed my own
Gate
guys.
check. Cannot unlock
Okay,
gate.
so this is the little dead end there that I bumped into last time as well. Come on. That's the thing about quad lakes. You kind of makes it harder to get through little narrow passageways, but allows you to remain mobile while still carrying a fair bit of firepower. So I think we have to go this way now. Ow. Ow. Who said he could shoot me? Am I able to go out this door? I am. Friendly MT. Enemy AC. Oh, don't worry, not. I'll take care of this. Would have been cooler if there was like a little space battle going on outside, but I know the PS1 wouldn't be able to handle that.
Gate check.
Oh, this one's
Cannot
locked.
unlock gate.
I see a little passageway off to the side here. No, guess not. My boat was in this previous room. This is the catapult room, I believe. We just gotta remember which one. I gotta remember which of these doors leads into it. Has the supply in it. Get in there. It's toward the front end. No, well, I would have seen it by now. Was it this one? There it is, that little box there.
Target object obtained.
And if I recall, we have to return to that little truck we saw way over the back there. Way over there, so we're gonna go that way. Yep, this way. You know, I just realized something. Oh, it's friendly empty. How am I still getting cardinal directions in space? Oh, it's possible that... No, you know what? It's probably possible. I mean, we're just in orbit. It's not like we're in deep space or anything. But I'd imagine it would work a little differently than like it does on Earth.
Good work. Leave the rest to us.
I mean, I already cleared out all the
Target of
enemies, so
operation
it would be
cleared.
pretty easy anyway.
System switched to normal mode.
True, Cassie. It is just a video game. Alright, we made money. No mail talking about it or anything? Destroy base generator. Alright, so we're gonna go with a lightweight for this one because there's a twist in it. So we're gonna strip out the guns on this. Go back. Switch back to my lightweights. And re-equip the Karasawa. I mean, you know, like it's a space station that's big enough to have like a giant robot battle in it. That's, you know, durable enough to like, you know, not, you know, have holes punched in it by missed shots. In a world full of like lasers and stuff, everyone's underground after a nuclear war. Yeah, there's a lot of like leaps in logic. You kind of have to, you know, suspension of disbelief. You know, you just kind of play with it. Anyway, destroy base generator. Head for lunar base Roa. Roa has been unmanned and abandoned for a long time, but Mercurium has already dispatched forces intended to revive the base facilities. There are now no usable lunar bases, so Roa is effectively the key to control all the entire moon. But a full frontal attack would deal a severe blow to the base itself. So this is our request. We want you to infiltrate the base alone and destroy the generator. Our main force will then retake the base in the confusion. Do not bother unnecessarily with enemies, but remaining ACs will be troublesome in the future, so try to destroy them on sight. We will reward you for each additional kill. The Mercurium are scheming to use the moon as a base for a terrible plot. The full story is unclear, but desperate men will stop at nothing. This is a very dangerous job, but we have faith that you can do it. We are counting on you, Raven. So now we're on a moon base. We went from a space station to a moon base. they have to blow up the generator of, and somehow
Main
that's
system engaging
not gonna
combat mode.
mess anything else up.
Attention intruders, this facility is Murakumo property. Leave immediately. Anyone disobeying will be shot. I repeat, leave immediately.
Dude, I'm in a giant robot. You think you're, being shot once is gonna do the job? Oh, okay, see. Not anymore. Oh, there's another one. Nothing the Kurosawa can handle. Anyway. This has got to be the slowest door I've ever seen in this game. Oh, this barrier caved in. Okay, I guess we had to fly up. So that was what they were trying to get at. Where to go from here? Let's make a door or something over there. No, just the floor. Ow. I have to remember where to go in this mission. Covered pathways. So it's not in that corridor. No, what's this? There we go. The cats want to see the mecha action. Do I go down for here? Guess so. Oh. Okay, well, I just ended up back here. That's inconvenient. Oh, there's our door here. Is it up here? Okay, good sign so far. More enemies, always a good sign, but definitely a sign you're going the right direction. There we go. There's another AC here. There we go, just in time. You can see we are indeed somewhere, specifically the moon. And I used up all my ammo, that's not good. Oh well, one problem at a time.
Emergency! Emergency! Trouble in generator room. This facility will self-destruct in 2 minutes to maintain secrecy.
Well, I think
All
the
workers
secrecy part's
evacuate
kind of over,
immediately.
given that there's a giant robot
Raven,
rampaging it.
call off the attack. Quickly return to the shuttle.
Now we have to quickly run away, make our way back through this maze that we got up in the first place. This time we only have 2 minutes. How they expect everyone to escape in 2 minutes, I do not know, but lo and behold, here we are. Okay, so we gotta here. Alright, so our exit is to the right.
1 minute to self-destruct. Leave immediately.
And luckily lightweight. The energy, we should be able to make it up without having to use the elevator. Perfect. Come on, good pass.
Target of operation
There we
cleared.
go.
System switched to
Hi,
normal
Shu. How's it
mode.
going? I just blew up a moon base. What'd you do today? They sure aren't giving me a whole lot of plot explanations in the mail now. I'm gonna get some rockets. Rockets are a weapon you don't see in Armor Core 6. They're not guided. You just kind of have to aim, fire them manually. You'll see here in a moment. That's too heavy. That's not, though, so I could equip 2 of those. So, okay. Destroy justice. Terrible news just came in. Murakumo has gotten hold of the most horrible fruit of mankind's madness still in space. Well, that's one way to put it. The giant gun Justice is now under the control of Murakumo. The weapon which drove all of humanity underground at the time of the Great Destruction is certain to seal the fate of the world if it is fired on our planet now. This is no longer just between us and Murakumo. The weapon's only weakness is the enormous amount of time and energy it takes to charge up. We may still be in time. The only way to stop it is to destroy the firing system itself. Your best bet is to destroy the peripheral energy chargers to delay firing and then blast through the multiple force fields to get close enough to destroy the firing mechanism. The best space shuttle we have is ready and waiting. Go into space ASAP. We are counting on you. Well, that escalated quickly.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Emergency. Emergency. Unknown intruders detected. All blocks move to intercept. Shoot on sight.
By destroying the energy supply unit in the wall, we can buy some time. You must win this battle.
Agreed.
3 minutes to full charge.
Luckily, they're not putting up too much of a fight. There's a lot of little small fry attacking me.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
Yeah, so I just flew down the barrel of a giant gun as if we were like Ace Combat and and just fired a bunch of small rockets down its throat. All right. And we should get a cutscene after this.
So, I have failed. This means the
90s
end of
phone.
Murakumo. After all, pawns are mere pawns.
Well, the game was for 97, so, you know. Crow and Murakumo, as they fought each other over and over, the two enormous organizations began to decline with the fall of one. Is this doomed Yaoi? Sorry, I don't know where that came from. But this was only the beginning of the real end. Da-da-da. Guess the game continues after that. Believe it or not. And if you go here, you have to mop up the remnants of the corporation we just helped win. Because they both collapsed. And now is where the game takes an interesting turn. Story-wise. Now, they don't spell it out too well, so I'll explain as we kind of go along. Mop up chrome remnants from the Raven's Nest. Well, that's odd. We have heard a rumor that a former Chrome military facility has recently been visited by an unknown group. The true situation is unclear, but we have eyewitness reports of presumed weapons. Although supposedly already dismantled, the military superiority of Chrome was awesome in scope. It is not surprising that some may still be loyal to Chrome. But still, they are only remnants of the group. They probably have no serious weapons. This job may not be satisfying Ravens, but we want to eliminate apprehension quickly. Enter the base and attack them as you find them. That is all.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Alright, we have to go in. Alright, good night, Shu. See you next time.
There seems to be nothing else here. That's enough. Please return.
Now, one of these rooms has a way up. I need to go back up without having to go back through the rooms we just went through because this is all a trap. And I am curious if I could get around it. Oh, there it is. Got the horsepower to get up there? Probably not without the Hume Plus. Okay, yeah, I'll have to kind of go down through it. Well, yeah, that's weird. The Raven's Nest hired me themselves, you know, the mercenary organization that, you know, that represents me. Hired me myself to help clear out, hired me themselves to clear out a facility of remnants of one of the super corporations that collapsed. And there's nothing here. Or is there? Oh, what's that? If you recall, these are the MTs that the Raven's Nest uses to train, to like test new pilots. And they sent a whole bunch of them after us. Curious indeed. I'm gonna actually ignore most of these guys just to save some ammo because there is something else as well. Because of course there is. There's always something else. To the right. That's the great thing about lightweights in this game, is that they're so fast that you could really just avoid anything you don't really want to fight. Oh yeah, shoot your stuff. Homework, don't forget to do that if you can. And we are almost out.
You are still alive? But we will end that now. Don't you understand? You are totally out of line. You are going overboard.
What did I do?
Enemy ranking AC. Identified as Sledgehammer.
So another AC in the ranks is coming after us now too. On top of that, come on, hit him. Come on, get down. There we go. He's dead.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
Yeah, we still get paid. Very curious, is it not? Alright, I'm still second fiddle to Hustler 1 on 9-ball. So, Any theories as to what the heck's going on in the world in this game? Alright, I hope this is enough ammo to get through this mission. The final mission, destroy floating mines. Also from the Raven's Nest. An armed band of unknown affiliation broke into the Nest HQ and destroyed part of the facility. The security corps quelled the disturbance without incident. Well, then how did they manage to destroy half the facility? Anyway, there is one problem. The floating mines left by the band. Normally our corps would deal with them, but the mines are numerous, of a special structure, and very powerful. Yes, Shu. Not Shu. Yes, Cassie. We are being betrayed. I'll explain after this mission, because they don't really explain it too well. We want you to take care of these mines. Just blow them up as you find them. You will be paid well. I bet, Black Charmeleon. I bet. Okay. Just go in, blow up some mines. Nothing fancy there. La-di-da-di-da, never mind about the Nest MTs that were attacking you in the last mission.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Oh, by the way, this is the last mission in the game. Oh, look, we're being attacked by more Raven's Nest MTs. I like how we still take this mission, even though it's kind of obvious that there's something funky going on. Oh, and why does the Nest have this funky like energy elevator thing? Oh wait, no, one of these is yeah, there we go. Anybody? I mean, I guess we're like the premier mercenary organization in the world, but this still seems awfully high tech for us. You'd imagine, the HQ would be a little more, humble. Oh, look, there's those floating mines they talked about in the briefing. I love how it's like the most minor thing at the moment. And then a door on the other end opens up. Yes, pretty much, Cassie. Yes.
Main system engaging combat mode.
I also like how they rearm us after this.
There
we go, that's dead. Alright. Yeah, this is where the mission gets really weird, because it becomes kind of a bit of a fever dream. Like, we have to kind of do platforming on these floating boxes. There's turrets. There's little tiny diamond-shaped mines that try and hurt us. It's just all sorts of bonkers. Oh, and the ominous in the ominous voice as well is also, probably, indicating there's something funky going on now. Let's see how these goddamn turrets. Can never stand still in this level. Yeah, now we're platforming with tank controls, mind you. And just about every enemy has, like, stun abilities. Like, has a lot of gives you a lot of stagger, so you kind of have to pick your fights well. There we go. I was saying, I have to wait, watch our ammo. There we go. I owned Tomb Raider. Well, my mom did, but I never played it, so I wouldn't know too much about Tomb Raider's later levels. All right, come on, get up there. Yep. Fine, just ignore it. There. Yeah, yes, Black Charmeleon, kind of, except they're the ones that are actively trying to kill us. It's also the organization we're, like, you know, working for, so, which is kind of weird. You know, you'd imagine we'd be valuable assets given how skilled we are. There's our MT there. Okay, now there's a doorway around here somewhere. There it is. Now, do you guys remember what the top ranker's name, AC name was? It was 9-Ball.
Resistance is futile.
Keep that in mind.
Your fate is sealed.
Enemy ranking AC identified as 9-Ball.
Yeah, the top ranker's here. In this tall chasm, and we are going to ignore him. Whee! See you later, jerkwad. My red AC is cooler than yours. Oh. They paid me last time, which is the real weird part. Oh, we're still alive? Come on. Yeah, but you know what even the weird, wackiest part is? There's another, you go with there's another chasm that's vertical, and you bump into him again. So if you kill him, he still pops up. So, what the fuck's up with that? If you pardon my French. And I just realized I don't have that much energy, so this might be a little trickier to kind of go past him. Still way up there though. Oh, whoops. Come on, charge. When he comes up. Because he's got a pretty powerful, because he's packing up a fair bit of heat. Come on, get through the hole. There we go. We're just going to ignore him if we can. Because we don't have a lot of ammo. Yeah, oh, and our ammo mine here. We're not going to walk under that. But I'm just going to try and do this. Oh, we freaking out now? Big ominous voice. That's a chair. Not really a chair, but it's like a... It's supposed to be a computer. Well, you served your purpose. Cutscene time. And yes, we are going to save. But yeah, this was definitely probably the weakest as far as the final missions in the Armor Core series go. Because it does kind of come out of left field by the looks of it, and it's kind of weird. And as Black Termillion does say, you could just kind of skip most of it.
Do you want to destroy order? Destroy the world? Is that what you want? We were needed. That's why we were born. People cannot live without order, even if it is a lie. Go on living, Raven. You or I? Which one of us was ultimately right? You have the right, the duty to find that out.
At this instant, the generation of rebirth came to an end. All right, now that was the true finale of the game. Okay, so they explain a lot better in the third game, where they... Yes, there will be more Armor Core. There was 3 Armor Cores on the PlayStation 1. This is the original. There was the first one called Project Mataza that added the arena mode to it. Albeit it's got probably one of the weaker storylines of the bunch, but it's like my oldest one. And then Master Arena that really explains what just happened a lot better, but allow me to explain, pretty much. That thing we blew up was essentially the Overlord of the world, the secret Overlord of the world. It was also technically Hustler 1, aka 9-Ball. The pilot of 9-Ball. And it was essentially a computer that was set up to essentially guide the world. And it was doing that from the shadows. But when we destroyed the corporation, but as we became more and more powerful, you know, we made it too much of a name for ourselves, it began to view us as a threat to its order. And so and there's actually things that kind of happened before before those final 2 missions that, you know, they were kind of sus. Like, remember that AC we killed that you know, said you're still alive? Well, there's a mission a little earlier on where he actually hires you and then he betrays you earlier on, and he does mention that he was hired to kill you. Armor Core 3 it pretty much tells the story a lot better, in my opinion. But anyway. But yeah, we have technically beaten the game. We have technically beaten one of the storyline, you know, the main story of the game, but there's still more to do in the game. Because we could load our save we just did. And go to missions. And every mission in the game is now available to play whenever you wish, however many times you wish. And if you see the little diamond with the cross on it, that indicates a mission you've actually completed. So I still have a bunch of missions that still need to be finished. Albeit a lot of them do not make too much sense because you kind of lose the story, context that you would have gotten as you play through the game. But for instance, let's do... Which one was it? Was it Destroy Intruders? Okay, so this one, it takes place in a furnace, and it's actually one of the missions that has a hidden part in it.
Main system engaging combat mode.
There's a little nook in the wall somewhere. You just kind of, it's a simple, like, you know, kill the empty enemies kind of thing. Ah, there it is, I think. Is it up here? There's a nook up here. Oh no, I think that's one of the passages. Zoom in. Alright, so it's more to my right. There it is. Look down. Nope, I guess there's another nook around here that has it. Cross that one off. Must be further down. Okay. Oh, is it the one right there? All the way down. I think you technically don't die immediately. But there is something. Am I crazy? I swear there was a hidden... I know there's a hidden part in this level. And it's in one of these nooks. I want to say it was actually directly underneath one of the passageways? Pathways? And it was near the top, I want to say. So why am I not finding it? Oh, nope, you need to survive. Just a little bit longer. So I figure out where this weapon is. Hidden part is. Passageways? Wait, there's supposed to be a hidden part in this level. Is what I'm trying to get. You know, that Cassie was asking about. Oh, I think that was it right there. Or maybe it was just, you know, map geometry. There we go. No, it was just map geometry. Alright, I guess I have to come here. Oh, that must be it right there, because it's hidden underneath the... There it is, in this little box. is a flamethrower.
AC weapon obtained.
Okay, now we could kill this guy. If I don't fall into the lava. First, that is. Really throws myself out over the ledge. Oh, I gotta love the platforming in this game. Things are all wonky and all. Can you please just land on something, please? There we go. Now I can kill it.
Target
There
of
we go.
operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
And there was another mission we actually already did. That was this one, where you actually, in order to get the part, you actually have to fail it. So we actually have to have a failure in our record in order to get 100%. I think it's actually over 100% in order to complete the game. Or get every
Main
single last-
system engaging combat mode.
Turn around.
Enemy fighters approaching.
Pick
Number of planes 5. AC radar was obtained. Breach of contract. Combat operations halted.
There we go. We got a new radar. And this is like the one that for the other the doom of the end of the other terrorist organization also has a very powerful part in it. It actually comes really fun in the next game to use. It's like a missile. It's like a missile machine gun essentially.
Main system engaging combat mode.
First, we gotta get rid of these MTs. The pathway we want to get to the part is up here. And it's these things right here.
AC weapon obtained.
Okay.
Raven, Lord have mercy, we found that there is a hidden tank containing poison gas. Just in case, we will halt the fans. We have stopped the fans. We can only stop them for 10 minutes. Find that tank quickly.
Now it becomes a race against time to figure out where this poison tank is. Luckily, it's right there. And we just walk up to it and...
Tank recovered.
There we go.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
Okay, and then the mail, imminent storm's demise, da 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 da. They tell it pretty much, yeah. Oh, I wonder what our ranking is now. Still number 2 because we never killed the top guy. So he's technically still number 1. But yeah, normally the way you were intended to beat that level is that you destroyed both 9 balls and then carried on, and then you'd be ranked number 1. But you know, I didn't because I wanted a cheese. Okay. And here's an alternative version of the AC battle, like arena fight we had earlier.
So you're the scum who attacked the train. Now's a good time. Let's settle this right now.
This very well could actually be you in on that radio transmission just
mode.
then, because this is the guy that blows up the train and you have a beef with.
Target of operation
If you fail that
cleared.
mission. I'm assuming that's how you
System
trigger this
switched
mission.
to normal mode.
But, yeah. Not entirely sure what the story behind that one is, but, yeah. Good, easy money. What's this? I gotta check on something. Alright. Worker robots. Now this is the one that you use that you spam in order to unlock the Human Plus enhancement. Since I'm going with a non-Human Plus run for the original trilogy, I'll just show you. We have to be careful here.
Main
because
system
this
engaging combat mode.
This place is just full of explosives. So.
Do you read me, Raven? Hitting a generator could cause an explosion, so please be careful.
And that includes the pipes and everything, so you just kind of have to avoid doing that.
Defenses damaged. Halting combat and returning to the nest.
Yeesh. Now the easy but expensive way to do it because they deduct you for blowing everything up. Should be to simply shoot the generators that are on the outset. Because this mission's quite very much a pain in the butt.
Main system engaging combat mode.
To actually beat in the end. So
Do you read
I'm just
me,
going to
Raven?
try to do it
Hitting
because I
a
have plenty of
generator
money
could
at
cause
this
an
moment.
explosion, so please be careful.
Okay, that should be all of those ones.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
Yeah, we lost a tiny bit of money, but I've got plenty of money at this moment, so. And all the parts I really want, so. Next. This one, it's pretty simple. You go blow up. You have to find a thing in the map and then blow it up. But there's also another hidden part in this level.
We have reached the target. The main core will arrive in 6 minutes. Find the entrance before then.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Well, not that I know where it is. There we go, that's dead. There's a little box somewhere in the corner here. Like in the very, very corner.
AC weapon
We're
obtained.
going to back out before we exit the level. And what we're looking for is kind of toward the center here. There it is.
Door system destroyed. Transmitting coordinates of entrance.
We have your position. Break in from there.
Yeah, let's invade this underground facility with planes.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
Nope, new mail. It's pretty much the alternative saying, hey, we successfully attacked that facility that we actually defended in our original playthrough. This time we're defending a blimp. Yes, so apparently we have giant blimps that could support giant robots. But we're also going into space.
Main system
what is
engaging
this
combat mode.
This is the captain speaking. Unidentified craft are approaching. I think it's them. Go get them.
There we go. Wait, touching. There we go. Come on out, plane. There we go. Directly above me. There we go. Oh, thanks, Black Termillion. Well, technically it's not my birthday just yet, for me anyway. Not for another, 50-ish mission in a minute. Oh, dear, there's a whole bunch of them.
Raven, the aft bridge has been damaged. You must destroy them all without delay.
Is there any more? Please be that. Please have that be the last one.
Oh, there it is. Way over there. Fly out of the map, pivots. Somewhere around here. Stick it high up. Now you're just being obnoxious. Coming down to me now. Yeah. The last one? Please be the last one. I don't have any ammo left.
Target of operation
Okay.
cleared.
I hated this.
System switched to normal mode.
Almost, Cassie, in about 45 minutes. Now we're gonna do this one. Now, people believe this is actually where Dark Souls gets its name. I don't think so, but you know, there's a game called Dark Souls that stole a bunch of tanks, and you have to fled to a minefield, and now you have to go kill them for a AC part. You know, as one does.
We've arrived at the combat area. Many mines have been planted in this area. Be very careful in your movements.
Target of operation cleared.
Short and sweet.
System switched to normal mode.
Should have gotten a new part. It's an optional part. Good night, Black Charmeleon. I'll try my best. I work. I close tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow. Alright, and next mission is... Chrome Uprising. Chrome is finally started at Armed Uprising. Pretty much, you have to fight, you know, those MTs you've been training this whole time, you have to fight a bunch of them. In a military base on the surface.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Oh, it's off to our side. One down. I didn't get back here.
Target
that was
of
all of them.
operation
Okay.
cleared. System switched to normal mode.
where you have to go stop a truck full of poison gas so they were driving in the regular old city highway from being blown up by terrorist mechs, as one does.
Main system engaging combat mode.
The truck's load is poison gas. Avoid hitting gas canisters if you find them.
That one's dead.
Enemy reinforcements approaching. 2 of the same type. Target of operation cleared. System switched
Easy
to
enough.
normal mode.
Now that when you at this point in the game where you you have like the Kurosawa and all that. All right. Let's actually take a look at some of the parts we got. Specifically, these things. Fire 6 missiles at once is what it does. Okay, that's probably a little too much weight. I could probably go with slightly lighter legs and still, maneuver about quite easily. Let's go with these. No, okay, so 5,000. At least 49 something. Right. His arms. Alright, now we have a little more firepower, which we'll need. For this one, which would have been the opposite version of when we flew up the barrel of that space gun. This is if you sided with Murakumo. And it takes place in that same area that had no enemies and then suddenly had enemies. That was like the second to last mission.
We've arrived at the combat area. We'll leave as soon as your AC is deployed.
Radical, dude. Sorry, sometimes some of these voices are over the top.
Main system engaging combat mode.
And it's pretty much you do exactly, you pretty much go up back up the level and clear out enemies as you go along. Oh, was there an enemy there? There's an enemy over here somewhere. Oh yeah, there's an enemy up here on the platform you drop down onto. That's right, I forgot. Hi, little buddy. You know, if you're overpowered when you insta-kill an enemy so much that they don't even have the explosion animation, they just disappear. Oh, I missed my lightweight, but I need the extra ammo this loadout gives me. You'll see. Two for one. Well, technically I missed the first time, but yeah, who's counting? Making our way up. Yeah, it's pretty much just a mass execution as you just kind of go back up the facility and just kill everything that moves. Well, except for the giant hands, but you know, that's scenery. You get the idea. Until you get back out and then get back to your transport.
Raven,
oh.
Help me! Monster!
Giant empty.
High energy response found. Cannot identify. Insufficient data.
Let's come here and fight that thing. Dies like everything else, though.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
And for the next mission, I'm going to switch back to the quads, because it's going to be indoors, but there's a fair few enemies. No, not a flamethrower.
more missions do we got left? There's remove base occupants and release organisms. Okay, so we'll need this set up for both of those. This is the first mission you were supposed to be betrayed in. They give him a totally weird accent.
This base is certain to have secrets. Split up into 2 groups and search.
Main system engaging combat mode.
And look, we're underwater. They even have fish. Ain't that cool? Excuse me.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
Okay, guess I have to go the other way. Nothing of interest up there. We're just dead in rooms. Guess I just continue this way. This one's for...
I've locked the doors to this room. Sorry, but killing you is my mission. I will take my leave now.
There's a hidden part of the door here. Hidden passageway. Now we need to find a escape sub. I can't remember which pathway leads to it. Let's have fun. No, not there. there. That's okay, Cassie. What game you playing? This one. Nope, still not. Nope, wrong room. Oh, I wonder if it's this very far one. Oh, you know what? I bet it leads right back to where we started. That's where we... First. Yep, this one.
Escape pod discovered. System switched to normal mode.
And obviously we don't get paid because we were, you know, it was meant to be a trap altogether, but that's not the point. Another mission done, so that means we should have just one more mission to do. And then we would have completed Armor Core. Oh, mail. Oh, well, I never imagined you would come back alive. It seems I underestimated you. Well, you certainly showed me. We shall meet again someday. I look forward to that day. Curious, isn't it? And actually, I am going to buy some new weapons. And actually, we're going to get ahead without a biosensor for this next one. Because... How about the iconic Red Eye? So now we have to release those bugs. Okay, pretty much you have to release the bugs. Things.
Main system engaging combat mode.
We believe the targets are scattered throughout the facility. Release them as soon as you find them.
Or the visual there. Anyway. There has to be something up here.
There it is. I believe the device on the wall is the lock mechanism. Destroy it.
Trouble in the test vats. Lab and security personnel proceed to the site immediately.
I think we've been noticed. Hurry up and get to the next one.
Alright. Another one open. Oh, don't you just love causing mischief? Albeit mischief with major geopolitical consequences, but mischief nonetheless. Yes, I already opened that one. That's another one down. I believe that one's just kind of a trick there. So we're gonna go down this way. Nope. Any over here?
Raven, that is enough. Go back
Oh,
now.
that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
Hell. Basically saying this was a significant one when the not flowing, basically. Yeah, basically that's the story. I believe that's all the missions. Yep, okay. With that, we actually have, oh, what's this? A 98. I'm forgetting something. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's because I didn't kill 9 balls, so I'm technically rank 2. Okay, well that's good enough for me. Alright, with that, Armor Core, OG Armor Core is complete. And with that, I'll end today's stream. Yeah, and hopefully see you for tomorrow's Scarlet stream. Hoping the dog's okay. I'm sure it'll be, because my dog had the exact same symptoms, and it was just a UTI, which is fairly easy to treat, but we'll see. Anyway. Indeed, Cassie. Indeed. Alright, have a good night. Or morning, I guess, for you. But yeah, I'm fairly confident that it'll be fine. Knock on wood, I'm not wrong. But anyway. Have a good night. See you next time. How to decide what to do next time. Should I just hop straight into the next Armor Core, which is Project Phantasma? Or should I do Ape Escape, which is another very fun one on the PS1? Or, perhaps I can, continue, Red Dead 2. Anyway, I'll think about it. Have a good night.